Oh, like South Africa. Just at what I'm watching. I'm watching YouTube. I'm watching Steven Duku. The title is "Don't Move to Canada Until You Watch This." Right. So I, I don't like Canada. I've never liked Canada. I don't like Canada same way I don't like New Zealand. I don't know. I just hated those countries. They seemed artificial, uh, not genuine. So, and then it got worsened by the fact that I hate liberalism. So I'm not a liberal. I'm a conservative. I'm a right winger. I'm not a Nazi. I know black socialists who always want to make right wingerness to be as if you are a Nazi. And frankly, also, there's nothing wrong with nationalism as long as you're not Nazi about it. So I'm proud to be Zulu. I'm a I'm there's no nation called South Africa. It's a country of different nations in borders that were set for colonial agendas and interests. We as the Zulu are supposed to be having our own country called the Kingdom of KwaZulu. That's all. All right, so that's not the topic. I'm just laughing at. Don't move to Canada. I'm reading the connotations there where black engineers are being promised jobs in Canada. I've seen those adverts. Move to Canada, move to Canada. And when they get there, they become scooter drivers, Uber drivers. Yeah, you know what, guys? DA whites are wicked, and yeah, they're evil. Why am I including DA? Well, because Canada is DA. What the DA is in South Africa is what Canada is what the Democratic Party in the USA is what Labour Party in the UK is. It is what the Macron political organization in France is. You know, those pieces of trash called loving whites, whom Steve Biko saw very early in his life after associating that with them to be the most wicked of people. Okay, what is lethal about them is that they pretend to be loving blacks, but I don't understand how blacks think those people love blacks, because they love black boys. They love uh, blacks who listen to mama, to mommy, to Helen Zill, you know, submit to Helen Zill, mommy, Helen, you know, those are the types of blacks they love. They don't love conservative blacks or free thinkers. Because we don't believe in succeeding on the basis of being associated with whites, but on the basis of God's blessings, our own efforts, self-determination. White liberals don't believe in self-determination. They believe in you depending on white people. The economy of the world is about white people being above. So if you are threatening that, you are not going to be seeing yourself rising up economically, because unfortunately almost everything is controlled by white people or the West. The West is still Cape Town, is still Australia, New Zealand, and all that. As long as you're seeing white people, that's the West. As in the West, WEST, not WORST. But they are white conservatives. Unfortunately, they tend to be too racist. Instead of just being proud of being whites, they're supposed to be proud to be whites, but they are racist. 80% of them. So even with white conservatives, end up not having a good conversation because of their racism. So thus you find yourself alone sort of as a black conservative. All right. Black conservatives are what in, uh, in, in our culture is called Ubuntu. Ubuntu is black conservatism. That's who we are. All right. So here, your wonderful loving whites are draining brains in Africa. They're taking brainy blacks and sending them to Canada to become delivery boys of milk, newspapers, Uber drivers. If you don't know any better slur or insult, nothing will help you, black Africans who are fleeing or who believe in white people. The DA is the worst thing that ever happened to South Africa. You saw that with Mashaba when he were, or even with Mpo, Dr. Isn't Dr. Mpo, how they destroyed her. These excellent blacks who were trying to self-determine. And then Helen Zille and Tony Leon wouldn't have independent black brains who don't report to whites. They destroy them. They bring all these black foreigners and then make them their boys there in Cape Town, Sandton and all those areas. That's what they want. It's not really about empowerment. Those black people, you see them, Zimbabweans, they promote into senior positions in our universities. It's done by white liberals. That's a token. It's not the general treatment of the rest. It's a token to disguise the agenda. And also those blacks are rising up there as cheap laborers because they are highly qualified black South Africans for those positions who are being sabotaged. Wits University has been notorious about that for more than a decade plus. So we know it's white liberals and Jewish liberals doing these things. So yeah, if you don't understand this, then you'll never get it. They are taking blacks who are as excellent as white engineers, same greatness, even better in other instances. They're taking your black excellence and doing what they did to us in the white private sector. They make them to be under white people, to wait for an experience that never comes. Your greatness, they attack your intelligence and make you to feel inferior by keeping you under an inferior white person who's said to be experienced, who sends you to make tea for them. It's a psychological attack. They're taking quality blacks from our Africa and making them scooter drivers in Canada, waiting for the Canadian experience. I'm here in South Africa. There's a white experience that never really reaches black people. We pass better than whites at tertiary, but when you get to the workplace, in the white run economy, we just never qualify. We're forever learning from whites. I don't know what we're learning from white people. And then comes organizations like Ramaphosa's ANC and IFP and them, and defend and protect those white people. They are taking your quality blacks and making them scooter drivers. That's what they did to black South Africans in the white private sector. They went to take technicons in them, searching for great black brains. Ask those blacks what happened to them. They were promised great things in those industries. And then they got there and became nothing. Waiting. We go and ask them Now they no longer care about you, and then they even tell you resign if you're not happy. But it's not what they said they're gonna give to you. Meanwhile, they give what they promised you to white folk. They groom only the white people. Even at my workplace, the I saw the grooming of white people. All right, I saw that where I worked in the play at Blascon Paint Manufacturing. I saw the grooming of white people. All right, there's a story I can relate to. Also, when I was doing project management, my manager was just giving all the time in the world to groom Gil Maritz in project management. I couldn't care really. I was I was okay. I was studying by myself and trying to apply what I was being taught at Damelin in the workplace because I was employed as a project engineer. I got my 72% passing mark, which could have been 90 something if my team at Damelin had done their lot. So I kind of like pushed the team to uh, get great marks in terms of the research project, which held 40% of the final mark for your exam. So you know they kill black excellence. They did it to us. I'm staying here. You will never find a white engineer who doesn't get a job. As you can see, excellent Zulu doctors are marching on the streets, jobless. But when you go to Baragwanath, under the Gauteng that is run by Limpopo blacks, you will find Indian and white doctors. But there's my Zulu guys who are marching on the streets, jobless. Medical doctors. To understand what it takes to become a medical doctor. And then you are black, you've passed very well, you've pushed against all odds. And then the next thing, you're nothing. They take white people. And you are left jobless. Unless you're not choosy and can do and jobs like being a teller at Boxer Kitchen, at Boxer, Pick and Pay and them, being a medical doctor. But then even if you try to do that, they're going to say you are overqualified. Anyway, yeah, thank you.